Hello and thank you for taking a few minutes out of your busy day to watch this short video. The person who invited you here has important information that they believe you deserve to know about. Perhaps you've heard it said that breakthroughs create opportunity. Where the bigger the breakthrough, the bigger the opportunity. Well, in the next few minutes, I'm going to introduce you to a revolutionary breakthrough that is creating tremendous financial opportunity for the right person. The breakthrough is called Asea, a health and anti-aging technology that is 10 to 15 years ahead of its time. A cutting-edge technology that represents a new category of science that for 2 decades science had declared was impossible. A technology that many experts are calling the single greatest health science breakthrough of our lifetime. PhD scientists, best-selling authors, medical professionals stating that this technology has the potential to spearhead the greatest advances in health we have ever seen, harnessing the power of your own body to keep it well. A technology that may be as significant as the discovery of DNA and represents a breakthrough for humanity. The fact is, you live and die at the cellular level. You are the sum total of your 75 trillion cells. Well, science has discovered a very special set of molecules called redox signaling molecules that are foundational to your cellular health and well-being. As you might expect, these redox signaling molecules reach into every single aspect of your life, enhancing your body's natural ability to heal at the cellular level. However, with age, stress, and environmental toxins, you start to produce less of these vital molecules, making it impossible to achieve your full health and healing potential. With Asea, the world's first and only redox signaling supplement, you can now refuel and replenish your cells with more of these powerful molecules. And the impact that Asea is having on people's lives is nothing short of astonishing. The Asea technology is empowering people to feel better than ever before, helping folks with challenges they may have had for decades. And it's not just health. Casual athletes all the way to Olympic athletes are experiencing improvements in endurance, strength and recovery, beating personal bests and breaking documented world records. I'm sure you've heard it said that seeing is believing. Well, the same technology when applied to the skin results in a healthy, clear complexion, tighter, younger looking skin, while dramatically reducing wrinkles, stretch marks, cellulite, and many other signs of aging, all while using the body's natural renewal and healing processes. This astonishing technology has been validated by third-party independent science, and thanks to multiple patents, there is nothing else like it in the world. So based on what you've just heard, consider the following. We have a breakthrough technology that is on the cutting edge of 3 massive industries: health and wellness, athletics and sports, and anti-aging skincare. Thanks to multiple patents, we have no competition, no copycats. No other company in the world has what we have. No one. In addition to that, we have a financially stable company that has already achieved over $500 million in sales in over 30 countries. And yet the truth is, we are just getting started, with less than 1% of the population even aware that this technology exists. And all of this is creating tremendous financial opportunity. So I want to thank you for taking a few minutes and watching this short video, and I would simply invite you to get back to the person who shared this information with you and let them know if you have interest in learning more. Once again, thank you for your time today, and bye for now.